I literally can't breathe right now thinking about this episode. Like, are we really doing this again, BTG? Are we really about to put Vernon through something too? Because the moment I saw him pause, that slight hesitation, that quiet, almost invisible shift in his energy after the good news about Anita, my stomach dropped immediately. You know that feeling when everything looks okay, but your gut is screaming something is wrong? That was me. And I hate that I was right to feel that way. Okay, let me try to piece this together because my brain is going in 10 different directions at once. So we get this moment of relief, right? Anita, strong, fighting, getting good news. Finally, something positive after everything she's been through with that brutal triple negative breast cancer. I was literally sitting there like, okay, maybe we can breathe now. Maybe the writers are giving us a break. And then Vernon just standing there, smiling but not fully. You know that kind of smile? The one that doesn't reach the eyes? Yeah, that smile. And I swear I felt it in my chest because Vernon is not the kind of man who shows weakness ever. So the fact that he even acknowledges that something might be wrong with his health, that alone is already huge. That's not small. That's not casual. That's not, oh, I'm just tired. No, this is Vernon, the man who held everything together while Anita was literally fighting for her life. And now suddenly, he's the one asking Madison to set up a checkup? Yeah, no, something is off. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets messy, emotional, complicated. I don't think Vernon is going to tell anyone, like at all. Not Anita, not Danny, not Chelsea, nobody. And honestly, I get it. I hate that I get it, but I do. Because imagine this, your wife is finally getting her strength back. She's smiling again. She has hope after chemo, after pain, after fear, after staring death in the face. And then you walk in and say, hey, by the way, I might be sick too. No, he's not going to do that. Of course he's not. Vernon is the kind of man who will carry pain in silence if it means protecting the people he loves. And that's exactly what scares me. Because silence in this show, secrets, they never stay buried. And then we have Madison. Oh, Madison? Girl, you are about to be put in the worst position possible. Because let's be real, she's not just some random doctor. She has a connection to this family, to Chelsea, to everything. This isn't clinical. This isn't distant. So when Vernon asked her to run tests, to analyze results, that's not just a medical situation. That's emotional, that's personal, that's dangerous. Because what happens when she finds something? And I'm sorry, but let's not pretend like she won't find something. This is BTG. They don't set up scenes like this for nothing. They don't just casually mention health concerns and then go, oh, never mind, he's fine. No, they build tension, they plant seeds, and then they destroy us with it. So yeah, I think Madison is going to see something in those results, something off, something she can't ignore. And then what? Does she tell him gently? Does she panic? Does she try to stay professional while internally screaming? Because I know I would be screaming. And then Vernon, oh my God, Vernon, he's going to downplay it. I can already see it. It's nothing. I'm just tired. I've been stressed. Sir, stop. Because what if it's not nothing? And listen, I need to say this out loud because it's been haunting me since I started thinking about it. What if it's something serious? Like something really serious. I don't even want to say it, but my brain keeps going there. Tumor, illness, something hidden, something progressive. And I swear, if they give Vernon something like that after everything Anita just went through, I'm not okay. I'm not emotionally equipped. I will actually lose it. Because Anita, she would shatter. Let's be honest. She would completely fall apart if Vernon got sick. He has been her rock, her caretaker, her emotional anchor through the worst period of her life. So if that anchor suddenly cracks, no. I don't even want to imagine that scene. Anita finding out, the look on her face, the guilt, the fear, it would destroy her. And Vernon knows that, which is exactly why he's going to keep it a secret. But here's the problem with secrets in this family. Danny sees everything. I'm sorry, but if there's one person who is going to look at Vernon and go, something's not right, it's her. She knows him too well. She reads between the lines. She notices the small things, the pauses, the sighs, the way he holds himself. She's not going to let this slide. I can already imagine her confronting him. Dad, what's going on? And Vernon trying to brush it off, trying to smile, trying to lie. And Danny just standing there like, don't do that. Don't lie to me. UGH. That scene alone, I'm not ready. And then there's Chelsea. And this is where things could get messy in a completely different way. Because what if Madison slips, not intentionally, not maliciously, just human, a small comment, a look, a hesitation. Chelsea picks up on it. And suddenly the secret, not so secret anymore. And now we have tension, betrayal, anger. Because if Chelsea finds out Madison knew and didn't say anything, oh, that's conflict. That's drama. That's emotional fallout waiting to explode. But let me pull back for a second because I know I'm spiraling. There is still a possibility, a small, fragile, please let this be true possibility, that Vernon is just exhausted, that his body is finally reacting to months of stress, fear, sleepless nights, emotional overload, that he's just burned out. And honestly, that would make sense. Caregiver fatigue is real. It's heavy. It breaks people down physically and emotionally. So if that's all this is, if the tests come back and it's just weakness, stress, maybe something minor, I will literally breathe again. Like actually breathe. I will forgive the writers. I will sit there and go, okay, thank you. Thank you for not breaking us. But do I trust them to do that? No, I don't, because BTG thrives on emotional chaos, on pulling the rug out from under us right when we feel safe. So the fact that they gave us good news about Anita, that almost makes me more nervous because it feels like calm before the storm. And now we're stuck in this waiting period, waiting for results, waiting for answers, waiting for that moment when everything either collapses or doesn't. And I hate waiting because my mind keeps jumping between scenarios. One minute I'm like, he's fine, he'll be fine. Next minute I'm like, oh my God, they're setting up a devastating arc. And I'm sitting here arguing with myself, talking to the screen like, Vernon, please just tell someone. Madison, don't keep this a secret. Writers, don't you dare. It's KO, pure KO. At the end of the day, though, one thing is clear. Vernon deserves peace. After everything he's done, after how he stood by Anita, after the strength he showed, he deserves to be okay. So, yeah, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm literally crossing every finger I have that this is just a scare. But if it's not, if this turns into something bigger, then we are about to witness one of the most emotionally devastating storylines this show has ever done. And I'm not ready. I'm really not ready.